Hi everyone, short video for today, and that's going to be how to add end screens to your YouTube videos. This has been out for a little while, but for anybody who is just kind of wondering how they can do that, maybe you're new to YouTube or you haven't really tried doing it, then this video should help you out with that. Now, just before we get started, you can always do a quick Google search as well for YouTube, add end screens to videos, and you will come up with this in your search list, which pretty much is a really great overview on how to do it and some tips and some tricks on some best practices for adding those kind of end screen annotations. Now let's go back to my channel, for example, and most of my newer videos do have the end screens already added to them, so I'm going to go ahead and try to find an older video that maybe I have not done that to. So I'm going to go out to my video manager, because when you're doing your editing for your end screens, that's where you need to go. So go to video manager, you can click on your videos or your playlists, and I'm going to find an older video where I maybe have not quite done that yet. So go to edit and pick end screen and annotations. So I click on that and it will take you to your, as you know, your editing screen, and because this is what you selected, end screen and annotations, that is where it is going to take you. The next thing it will do is it's going to pretty much take you to where you can start adding your end screen and your annotations for the end. I recommend 5 to 20 seconds for those end screens to be able to play. This is a really short little video clip, so I'm just going to play around with it to show you what it would look like, keeping in mind that if you have about 20 seconds towards the end of your video saved to be able to do your end screen, that's a really good idea. So you could choose to just do a black screen at the end when you're doing your editing, or maybe just do like a small logo somewhere, because when you start adding your elements to your end screen, you're going to see that they take up a pretty good portion of that, so you don't want them blocking over any content that you would like your viewers to see. So you can see here, this is kind of like the end of my video. I'm going to go to where I usually put my sub button, and I have changed this up now that I'm starting to use these end screens, but I'm going to use this as an example. Now you could see I would only have about 7 seconds here for my end screen, which would not really be that long, but it would totally suffice. So we will go ahead and use this. Now you want to go ahead and add an element. So YouTube allows you to add a total of 4 elements if you want. You don't need to do all 4. You could do 1 or 2 or however many you would like. And I'm going to select it so that they begin to play at about the 51 second mark. And I'm going to first choose a video. And the other thing to note here is you can actually pick a video, or you could even pick, if you have a playlist in your channel, you could pick that as well. So I'm going to first go to video, I'm going to hit create, and it's going to allow me to pick what I would like out of my video list or my playlist. Now, nice here is it just gives you the option right away. If you want to include your most recent upload as one of your elements, you can do that. And I usually like to pick that just because I do like to promote my most recent content. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go ahead and create the element, and it's going to save that element on my YouTube video, and it's popping up, you can see right here in the left upper hand corner. It's a gray thumbnail because it's just always going to select the most recent one. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick another element, and if you wanted to position your next element at a different time, that's where you can go ahead and make the adjustments on your timeline here, but I pretty much just have them all popping up at the same time at the very end. Everybody can do it a little bit different however you like. I'm going to go back to my video or playlist, because the next thing that I want to promote on my end screen is going to be my trailer for my channel. In case any viewers come directly to this video and they haven't seen my trailer yet, I'm going to direct them to that. So now this is where I can choose a video or a playlist, and I'm going to go ahead and click that, and then it's going to take me to all the uploads that are on my channel. And if I wanted to pick something out of my playlist, I could do that as well, which I'll show you that in a moment. So I'm at my uploads right now. My channel trailer is right here at the top. I'm going to click on that. It's highlighted, and then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to click on create element so that it will position that element again at my end screen. Now you can see here there's a little red border happening here. That just means that you have 2 elements that are overlapping each other, and YouTube won't really allow you to do that. It's going to give you that warning right there. So I'm going to reposition where I want my most recent element, and I want my channel trailer to be showing right above above here, so I'm going to move that around. In other words, you can position these elements wherever you want on this grid, which is kind of nice because it does give you a bit more flexibility. I'm just going to keep mine right up in the corners there. I am now going to go ahead and I'm going to add a third element, and again, you don't have to pick this many elements if you don't want, but I'm going to use all 4. My third element is going to be to promote my channel, so with the subscribe button. And when I create the subscribe button here, what it's going to do is it's going to pop up your icon. You can see mine right here is CMG for Canadian Moto Gal. So I like it right there. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick a 4th element, and my 4th element is actually going to be a playlist that's on my channel. But if you wanted to promote another YouTuber or a different channel, it does give you that option here as well. And if you also have an approved website, that could be a crowdfunding website, it could be if you have a blog website, but remember it does need to be approved. So you could do that if you wanted. I do have a blog, but I'm going to promote another item in my playlist instead. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on video or playlist. Click create. I'm going to choose a video or playlist, click on that, and now these are all my uploads of individual videos, but I'm going to click next to where it says uploads, where it says playlists. I will click on my playlist and it gives me a list of all the playlists in my channel. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick my Tidbit Tuesdays, which are my riding tutorials in my channel, and I highlight that. I'm going to click on create element, and it will position that element at the end of my video. And again, they're overlapping. You can see the red lines. So I'm going to move my Tidbit Tuesdays towards the left bottom. I now have 4 elements at the end of my video, and if I want to see what that looks like, you can do your preview, of course. I know they're going to start at about 51, so I'm going to move this back a bit just to see what it looks like and hit play, and I'm going to have a peek and see if I like where it's going. And I'm perfectly fine with that and how that looks. Again, it's covering my older content here, so in my newer videos I actually just have an icon in the center so that these little elements are not overshadowing any of my content that's on my actual video clip. And if you wanted, like I said, you could just do a black screen there in the background as well. Now if you wanted to reposition any of your timeline events, they're all listed right here on the right. If you want to edit anything, it's all right here. If you like what you see, you like what you've done, go ahead and hit your save button, which is up on the right hand corner, and once you save that, this is good to go, and it's now all a-okay. If you want to come back and you want to do any kind of editing, as you know, you're going to have to go right back into your video manager. You can come back to your end screen and annotations, and it will allow you to make any kind of edits. Now something to keep in mind as well is if you have an older video that you want to do your end screen here and you've embedded annotations or cards into it previously, what it will do when you're doing this is it's going to actually not allow you to do your end screen if you have existing annotations. So it will actually, your end screen is recommended to overtake your annotations and such. This will work with mobile devices and on desktops, so this is part of the reason why I prefer to go with the end screen now instead of embedding cards and whatnot throughout my videos. I like doing it this way. So I do hope this video was helpful. Don't forget, you can also like, you can share, you can subscribe to my channel, and I am on as well. I'm on Facebook, not that much, but I'm still on there, also on Instagram and Twitter. All right, have a great week, everyone.